we're live! Hello all and welcome back to the Sigil stream. My name as always is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here once again with the lovely Mrs. Joe Guthrie.
Hello everyone.
We are joined once again by the amazing, multi-talented Jay. Whoa, a field guide to demons.
Bringing education, I love it.
Yeah.
I came ready to fucking play.
Of course, we are here with the absolutely amazing Erica.
Hello!
Erica, is that a new chair?
It's a new angle. So I usually do the illustrious behind the scenes. I have two monitors, and they're usually like this, but now they're like this.
Ah.
I'm
I'm
into
trying
it.
really hard to actually look at you guys, but it's going to be even harder than usual because you're not all lovely, but because I'm going to be looking at a different angle.
Oh no, because we're ugly. I heard
The
it.
two
dig
chairs
that hole.
behind you makes it look like you're on a quiz show and you're the host.
It does look like an interview.
Whoa.
It's good because I have the nice little glowing, like, oh, I got little wings. That's so cute. So sometimes I'll line myself and go like, it's cute.
You could have people sitting in those chairs and be like the devil angel,
I'm
right?
gonna stare directly
Use
Yes.
Jay's book as
Entire time.
reference.
That's what it was. She was like they were warning you, and you just didn't listen.
And also Gary's here.
I'm at a wedding.
Oh,
Aw.
party down, bud. Yeah. Aw. I love how Henry's face is just totally blacked
behind
out.
there.
He's in there though. Look at him.
He's through
There
the
he is.
glasses.
Yeah.
And we are here with Hereafter Chapter 4. That's right. We left off on an interesting last week. There was a big talking tree, and everything got really scary. But I think we're supposed to be starting tonight off with the PowerPoint.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was promised a power.
I was promised a
I was
PowerPoint.
told there would be education.
Erica wants to make a plea to us or to me, I don't know, about something important, and PowerPoint is required and
It's
demanded.
So there's two things.
Lay it on us.
One, this is important because I have something that's been on my mind for the past week, and I've been thinking about it nonstop. And the point that I've created this. Secondly, I oversold it by saying PowerPoint because you know how we're playing Small Blue Flame and somebody drew that like fantastic like character like illustration. I'm
Yeah.
looking at that going, oh God, I'm hoping I'm not watching this because here's me. Slide one.
Oh my
look
god.
at me.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
So
Okay.
you see that this is supposed to be the normal process of a druid transformation. You
Got
got the little druid man
Yeah.
doing his thing, and he kind of falls forward into his
Yeah.
leggy shape, and then he lands. It's the final form, and he's very happy. It's the
Yeah.
normal thing.
This has
So-
exceeded
So happy.
expectations.
Yeah, I'm very
So what
happy with
happens?
this.
What happens is for Sal, you'll see that I drew Sal.
Whoa, even in a hood and stuff.
In a hood. I'm very proud of myself. I'm hoping that, okay, so there's Sal doing his
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
then you eyeballed us, and we all
Yeah.
fell in there, and then he showed up as a centaur in the Hereafter, and you'll see that oh, let me get it's mirrored. Damn it.
Yeah.
Down. There you go. No, there. Come
Mystery
on. There
legs.
you go.
You
Mystery
can't
legs.
go down. You're like, how do I go down?
Because he's a centaur, but he's also got arms, right? So
Yeah,
my
that
question is,
tracks.
How the heck did he get that? So I thought
Okay.
about it. I've been thinking about it. Next
Hold
slide.
on, let me get music for you. Here we go. Wait.
I need something pumping this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's too active.
Yeah.
Mystery
Three.
legs.
So I decided to chart Sal's normal transformation process and see it starts with him being a happy little man. He's doing his half-orc thing. But
Yeah.
then he puts his arm down beside himself, and then he shoves his butt way out, and he kind of puts his arms behind him, and he kind of folds into him, and then he just kind of grows some mystery legs here.
Oh my god.
so
What are
you're
those two
seeing-
little potion bottles underneath? Those are his
the legs
legs?
that he's
Those are his
growing.
new
The
legs.
magical
I
ones,
love
the
it.
new legs.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is the normal style transformation to explain why he's a centaur mid-transformation, because effectively he has 6 limbs. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. That's not normal.
Kind of does though.
My thing is to think that if he is now
Page 4.
if he is now in that situation where he
1.8.
has 6 limbs.
Yeah.
But what happened was that he doesn't transform by having his arms become new legs, like front legs.
Right.
Obviously, he's growing some magical legs, which means if he were to change again, having
Okay.
his current form, it makes sense that his mystery legs would lead to him just like growing new mystery legs on top of that. So he would just kind of crawl back and then just like, spread out some new ones underneath him, which means that he would be ending up in this little shape of sad druid man. But not a wolf butt. This part would change depending on what he shifts into. So it might be a toad, it might be, I don't know, whatever he shifts into. He's got a whole bunch of things. But this part would just change. But that would mean that he'd have his actual legs, the mystery legs, and then the new mystery legs, because his arms would be like, folded back into him here, like a little snake thing.
Can I ask a question from the audience?
No questions. Okay, fine. Take a question.
Okay.
Will there always be a wolf butt on Sal no matter what form he takes in the Hereafter?
Yes. He's mid-transformation, so the only thing he can change further is the untransformed part. If he could change the wolf butt, he would change it, but he cannot.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a part of him now.
All right.
So
Tell me
my
there's more
question-
slides.
There is one more slide. This is my
Good.
plea.
I want more.
Plea.
Okay.
I have decided to, basically to submit this as his wild shape form, the 6 legs. So the benefits of this are that he's got his hoof attack still, his hooves.
Yeah.
And it is funny. But
So you literally want his wild shape form to have 6 legs?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see 2 wonderful things. But the drawbacks are is maybe too funny. And also requires retconning any fights, because if I previously wild shaped, I had to be like, that didn't happen that way. So I'm thinking maybe the answer to that is nobody was looking. I'm trying to get it. I cannot do the diagonal list. Maybe nobody was looking, and that's why nobody noticed. But that would let him go back to, this sad little human centipede looking thing, and then he'd be able to have his wolf butt and then everything else in the front, and still technically be a centaur, even when he's wild shaped. That way, he can keep using all the centaur racial abilities. That's right.
Wow. Okay. I'm confused, but
I need to do this. I do so many pictures.
She can start the presentation again from the top.
No, I'm confused because I think I'm just dumb. But I totally adore the amount of work you put into it. So what do you act? So.
What is the question?
So, yeah. Can you repeat the question?
Does Sal keep stuff after he transforms?
Hold on. So Sal is right now a centaur. That's what we decided.
He is a centaur.
And what you're saying is, when he wild shapes, technically he would be a weird centipede 6-legged thing.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And what you're saying is, can he basically keep the stats of his wild shape 20 all the time? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Can he be the centipede shape thing? Because if you go back to slide number 1, you'll see that I've drawn the normal progression, which is just, he has 4 limbs.
Yeah.
And he stays with 4 limbs when he transforms. It's the whole thing.
Right.
But
he's very happy.
This funny little man decides that he's going to have himself some 6 limbs situation, which brings
so
us to the sad slide of Trap Sal. Therefore, he has 6 limbs also growing. They kind of just sprout out of him the same way that the other ones would have sprouted out.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Well, matter can neither be created nor destroyed, right? It all makes sense.
Yeah, matter is stardust, is from what I've heard.
And also magic.
Inspirational. I'm still confused, but I think that's just on me.
I want him to have 6 limbs. Because
Agreed.
right now he has
Done.
6 limbs. Okay, good.
Yeah. If you want him to have 6 limbs, he has 6. Oh, so I always envisioned him having 6 limbs after he arrived here. What you're saying is you did 2, but now you want to make it official.
Because if he wild shapes, I'm thinking, okay, then everything cleanly collects back into a nice little wolf form. So he goes back to having 4 limbs. I don't want him to have 4 limbs. He got in this little half situation. I want him to stay in the half situation.
Right.
The only way to stay in the half situation is he continues having 6 limbs as a wolf or whatever else.
So, okay. So you want him to have more legs no matter what form he's in.
Yes. That Loki horse shape, the slipney.
I like it. Well, I mean, okay. Here's an argument in support of what you're saying, too, to this fictional person we're all arguing against. If Sal's journey, in a narrative sense, is that, he's sort of cursed now, because he sort of played with it. He doesn't want to be a centaur, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to have all these extra limbs. So if he could just wild shape and lose the limbs, then how is that really a journey? He has to keep the responsibility of them. I agree. Sorry, DM, but this is the route we're going. And I rule I hereby rule whatever Erica said. She wants
Six
legs.
limbs.
6 limbs. Does anyone disagree or understand fully?
We need to get that PowerPoint on record, so it
Yes.
needs to be scanned and put into the official files.
We need to send it to Wizards of the Coast.
so
Yeah.
We need
we
to
can
send it.
reference it.
Especially with
You
those
have to-
little, I like the invisible limbs that are little stars.
Yes,
and, like,
that is the
squigglies.
highlight. We have to
That's-
send it to Sigil.
Flowers because he's a druid.
I love it. I also want to give you inspiration for all of that. 'Cause that was amazing.
That was incredible. That was the best
was
PowerPoint I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. All right. So now, I guess, Gary,
the
you're
game,
next
right?
for the PowerPoint, right? Because we asked everybody to do one. You did your
do
homework, right?
I have
Yeah.
a question, but it's not as funny.
Is it
It's
a
not. It's not
PowerPoint?
actually. It's not funny at all.
Oh, okay.
You know when you cast Hex and
be
you're at
dark.
5th level and you can concentrate on it for 8 hours, does that mean after combat you can still keep it alive? And then when next combat you can be like, boom, you have it now because I'm concentrating for 8 hours.
Yes.
I think as long as you have a target,
Yeah.
right? Once you don't have a target for your hex, like you can't be hexing someone and there be no one who's hexed, right?
I don't know why they would let you do it for 8 hours then though. If you're
Because
not
you
allowed to
could
kinda,
like they could. Does Hex have any extra benefits, like being able to track or something?
No, they lose an ability. They get a disadvantage on a certain ability, and you get to hurt them more.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I could like hex Garrus and like tell Garrus that if you have to make ability checks like on Dex, you know, for 8 hours, you're just way more
Oh, wait a
clumsy.
minute. Well, Hex is only 1 hour.
At 5th level, you can hold it for 8.
Oh,
like-
I see you. Yes, you're right. When you cast a spell, blah, 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 you can maintain your concentration for up to 8 hours, and on 5th, you can do it for 24 hours. So let's read it. You place a curse on a creature that you can see. Until the spell ends, you deal extra damage. You also choose one ability when you cast a spell target is disadvantage. That's perfect. Yeah, so they also have disadvantage on ability checks. So the reason that would be beneficial to have for 24 hours, let's say you're working through a dungeon, and you don't like the guy on the other team, you know, like you'd be like, he's going to have disadvantage on dexterity checks for the next 24 hours, and then he's going to be failing all these tests.
I wanted to put the Hex back in my pocket because I have like I have 2 spell slots at all. And so if I want to Hex again, it's like, shut.
It's good for if you've got grapply opponents, because then you can hex their strength, and then they can't
Oh, yeah.
grapple you.
So smart.
start
Grapply
blasting.
opponents.
You know, grapply?
I totally know grapply.
If they
It's like
have
that
a
grab apple
luchador
taste.
mask on, then you know.
Then you
what's
know.
up.
Cool. Well, I'm ready to do this somewhat. Who's ready to do this somewhat?
Somewhat.
I feel very happy that
You're
I feel
doing
like
a lot
between
of-
Gary and I. We've been able to successfully replace people's knowledge with something worse. You've all anti-learned today, which is good.
I'm doing a lot of what?
What?
You're gonna say you're doing a lot.
We've been able to replace the knowledge that you have with something that's worse.
With anti-knowledge.
Yes, you
No.
have anti-knowledge now. Congratulations. This is a good day.
That was a great PowerPoint, though. I think most PowerPoints, if people did them
so
that
good.
way, people would retain what they're doing.
Totally agree.
I mean, generally
Work
speaking, I really enjoy PowerPoints. So
They're good.
A
They're
medium.
slimy.
Good ones.
you're medium on them. Yeah. Why?
I've seen too many. I've been through the horrors.
Of PowerPoints? I don't know. They're pretty fun.
We really should do Drink, Talk, Learn. It's essentially this, but we all do one, and we drink, and then we discuss the PowerPoint after about whatever we want to do. It's
We're
Oh,
fun.
that's what-
assigning somebody at next time.
Wait,
You're all
and so
assigned.
you
Alex was talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex
that's
was
right.
talking about that. And I was also talking about it too from another game that I thought I came up with, and apparently I didn't. I'm
This was
unoriginal.
last
It's
week.
what
show.
essentially what Erica just did, and we all just drink more.
What would you do a
love
PowerPoint
it.
about, though?
You see, we all pick. It's like we'll pick a thing. Like the theme
Yeah,
is
but I'm
X, Y,
asking
Z.
you, Gary.
Oh,
what
me?
would you do one on?
Pigs.
I was gonna say frogs.
War pigs.
War pigs in space.
Animal sounds good.
I would
Animal
do
based.
a PowerPoint on Kurt Vonnegut novels,
Oh, boy.
which I haven't read, based on their covers. So it'd be like, yeah, this one, Slaughterhouse 5, is about, well, there's this slaughterhouse, see? And there's 5 cool guys that work there. There's
They just
Jamie
love beef.
and David. And this crazy airplane crashes one day, and in it is an alien.
Now I have to mourn this book that doesn't exist.
I know, it sounds great.
They became the Slaughterhouse Five.
The true slaughterhouse with the OSHA violations we made along the way.
What do they call that? It's not everywhere that calls it an OSHA, is it?
Occupational health and safety.
That's just
America
American, I'm
does it?
pretty sure.
America.
What do we have?
America.
I'm tapped out at WMIS.
WMIS.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
that's
WMIS.
where I'm.
Workplace
WMIS?
Hazardous Materials Information
There you
System.
go. It's a little wimpier.
Not when you're talking
OSHA.
about like
Wimmis.
My wife is still upset about
barrels
house
of
hippos.
acid. What?
House of
Oh
Bows?
yeah,
House
we really
hippos.
got.
And
Oh, House
it was a table
We
of
were all
Canadians
upset.
talking about house hippos, and we were like,
Yeah, I remember
"What's
that.
a house hippo?" When you told my wife it
Yeah.
was a tiny, cute hippopotamus that lives in your house and eats peanut butter toast crumbs.
Yeah.
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 What?
Did you end up checking out the
She's
commercial?
here and is upset about it.
Oh, Mary.
Did you end up checking out the commercial?
Oh yeah, of course we did.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
Mary was even
I-
sadder.
I'll be honest, I think American could do with more commercials about not believing everything you see. Because we grew up on commercials based around being like, hey, just because you read it, don't mean it's true. Do your own fucking research. And frankly, the States could use a great deal of ads based around that mentality.
Yeah, take that, America. Let's kick them while they're down.
No, wait, yeah, they're down.
Yeah,
Fuck,
they
they're
are.
down. Shit, yeah.
But that,
no, I
that
don't
poor
want to
voiceover lady probably became the most hated person in Canada. That seemed real, right?
No,
Fucking
she
wasn't.
loved. No, we loved it. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone took
Got
it
you.
poorly.
Fucking
Because
asshole.
I think it's so silly and weird. You know what I mean? It's I don't know.
There's only
That's
two
Canadian.
ways to be brought into Canada, and one is to either have your heart crushed by house hippos or do screeching, and you don't want to do the screech. It's
the
not
fuck
No.
is
You
screeching?
may.
Oh,
the fish.
yeah.
You
the
go to
fish.
Newfoundland
Yeah.
and they make you drink whiskey out of a frozen
I thought you were going
fish.
to talk about other PSAs. I was
Oh.
going to say, don't you put it in your mouth?
It's not that bad.
House
Don't you
hippos
put
are,
it in your mouth
are,
first?
are
I
the
know,
worst
we
one.
didn't
Have your heart
listen to our
broken.
PSAs because we're doing screech, and we had that PSA the whole time.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Dun, dun, dun,
Unless
dun,
you're a
dun, dun.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, unless
This
you're
applies
doing
to
it with a
many
fish.
things.
But yeah, PowerPoint karaoke. That's what it was called. That's what Alex called it. PowerPoint
Yeah.
karaoke.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Unless it's the
So
same thing.
Probably. It's an improvisational activity in which a participant must deliver a presentation based on a set of slides they've never seen before.
Oh, no, that's different. That's fun too.
I mean, I would do
fun.
that in a
I would love to
fucking
do that.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do that tonight. Let's just Google some PowerPoints. And
There's a
all
No, we
Sure.
have an
Surely
exciting
we
game.
That
Get a
is
very
that.
exciting-
Oh, yeah.
We made one.
Yeah.
I'm not Googling PowerPoints.
Dude,
does
I'm
this
doing
work?
it.
Free PowerPoints.
It's the intern's
I'm going to
job.
make one, but it's just going to be a Word document that you just scroll through.
Yeah.
That's diabolical.
It's a
Wings.
detailed scientific paper.
It's going to be all ASCII art. Like you scroll down, it's like gets
Oh.
wider and narrower
Oh,
and
no.
wider and narrower.
No,
Remember?
not in Word. One space bar and everything gets fucked up. Word is like, I'm going to move this 2 inches to the right, 7 pages open. You're like, now you're on a different margin, and your picture's gone for some reason.
I thought you were going to get way wilder with that. And then your house burns
And your
down.
house burns down. Yeah, but then
Away.
it muddied the waters of the joke, which is just that Word is very difficult when you're trying to work with images.
It's true. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
No,
is.
at all.
Brought back
It
all
was
these
my
memories,
terrible
horrible
joke.
memories.
All right, shall we do this?
Let's play
Yes.
some D&D.
Let's play some games.
Now that we know the house rules,
House rules. The house always rules.
We all have 6 limbs. That was the rule.
every one of us.
Awesome.
That's not
House
the
hippo
video.
rules.
That's not the video. Just click through all these. I know which one's not, but I'll just make sure that we're. Oh, there we go. No,
Nope. Hold on.
no, no.
That one.
Oh, these are all
No.
good. Ooh.
These are all just a flashback to all of our previous games. There we go. Same hat, same hat, same hat.
That's my favorite comic
Nice
strip.
to be remembered. Nice to flashback. Oh, remember this one too?
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Back
earlier.
when
Is
the
this all
salad
Hereafter?
was-
This is all
Images?
Hereafters. Yeah, this is all the stuff we've done in Hereafter. I don't remember what this was in reference to.
Oh
But-
God. It's
So squelchy.
so squelchy. Why is it so just? It
Bruce
looks
Willis
like
is
that,
like,
that
"Huh,
candy goo.
what
The
do you
candy goo they
know?"
made, those little tubes.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Wait.
I was never a goo fan.
Yeah, they're like the ones that you squirt. Yeah, there's a
And
lot of weird.
like kind of like the weird little not glue balls, like crazy crafting glue bottles basically, but it was candy goo.
Yeah.
Okay, at least Harlan
Squirt it in
understands.
your mouth.
It was like sour, wasn't it?
It was. They had sour varieties. I'm gonna find that. While we do the
Candy
intro,
goo.
I'm gonna do it. Candy
Do
goo
it.
squeeze bottle.
Whoa, there's someone's popcorn.
Sorry.
Goldfish.
It's okay. You're standing in a clearing. Deep woods surround you. Ancient trees. And the clearing that encompasses the area you now stand within holds within its center a large tree that speaks to you in a deep voice. Welcome and peace, friends, the tree says. The ground around you is soft and covered in a carpet of fallen leaves, and these many elder trees, are sort of ringing this clearing. It's probably about 50 feet wide, the clearing itself. And again, it's densely packed. You can't really see any way to leave other than just the path that brought you here. And, it's sort of dim here in this clearing. The sun, even though it's directly above you, it seems kind of like it's a part of the world hidden away. And, the fragrant soil sort of caresses your nose as the breeze in this small little area moves the leaves softly around you. And the large tree, its face sort of, personified, I guess, smiles to you, looks down at each of you.
I have a question.
For the tree or for me?
Is it about limbs?
For you, it's about trees.
Yeah. Is it about how many limbs the tree has?
As we were walking in here, we had those really ashy kind of almost illusion trees. Are they all gone now and all of them are solidified into true oak trees? Or are they still...
These are like a different type of tree. The ashen trees still exist just beyond this ring. But these elder trees that sort of stand a little higher than the rest definitely seem of their own ilk. This is a magical area of the deep forest through and through. And Judic sort of stands to the side and gestures for you all to move forward. This is, she's like, this is your thing.
Who might we be speaking with?
The big tree sort of shudders a little bit and says, Elm Blossom.
Aw. What a lovely name.
That's a beautiful name indeed.
Thank you. Yeah, this animated tree occupies the large center of this. And she greets you with a deep voice, and you see again flitting around her boughs are these pixies, these small little creatures that float, and there's about 12 of them. What has brought you to my grove? She says with a warm smile, almost matronly.
Well, we're dead, you see.
That?
You're dead.
Yes.
Do
I suppose we thought we'd do the trials, isn't it?
Do you hold a key?
She sort of turns towards you, Brea, and you can see her walnut-colored eyes sort of searching you up and down for a moment. There is a softness to her movements, you know. There's a slight shudder to the trees, but the way her branches move are sort of slow, and yet her eyes, they move about like any other human's eyes. It's almost unnerving in a way that they study you, softly moving inches up and down as they look at your small form from tip to tail. And then she says, "Yes."
Do I know what's happening right now? Have I seen trees
Like in the
exhibit
game?
this behavior? Yeah. No. I mean, it has had this.
Depends on how many legs you have. Yeah, you know that this is an awakened tree. I think you feel pretty comfortable with nature at this point. You know, each of you has died, and also in our last campaign, you probably encountered one. I don't really remember.
Did we? No, we conjured robots.
No, you know what? Roll nature 17. Yeah, this is an awakened tree.
Sweet. Are these walnutty gazes that are being cast on us all? Do they pick up Cassidy? Do they linger on her at all? Do they?
No, the tree seems almost separated from the material plane in a bizarre way. You know, the way that she sort of studies you is almost as if it, you know, a Martian would study Earth, you know, like the way you'd study an insect in a petri dish, you know, very, very disconnected, but not without warmth.
Can we have it?
Please, we'd really like it very much. Thank you very much.
You seek an Exodus key.
Yes.
Yes.
You must complete a trial, but I must warn you, it is dangerous.
Oh,
Are
that's
you
no problem.
sure?
Yeah.
She's,
I mean, we're already dead, and our friend Cassidy here is proof that even if we die, it's not that bad, really, is it?
It's great.
See, it's fun.
she smiles. Elsewhere in these woods resides a poison, corrupting the beauty and health of my children. If you can rid the forest of this cancer, you shall have completed the trial and shall have earned the key. The cancer of which I speak is most vexing.
What do you mean by that?
What does it do?
5 miles hence from this place lies a lair. Within, you will find a dragon. The dragon arrived a century ago and has blighted my forest ever since. Quite often a group of adventurers arrive, seeking to complete the trial. But as far as I know, none have yet survived.
That's unfortunate.
Have you ever seen this creature?
Not with my own eyes, but my children have. She gestures to the trees that surround, and they all sort of shake in excitement. And as they do, a few of them sort of step aside, and a new path towards the west is opened up between these trees. But she doesn't beckon you to leave. She just lets you know that the way forward is clear.
Do you know what kind of dragon it is? Because I assume this is Gary talking. We'd know what dragons were, and the basic, like, there's metallic dragons and there's chromatic dragons.
Oh, do you, Gary?
I know a little bit. They're big and they've got wings.
What do you know about dragons? You're a tiefling, not a dragonborn.
I know they exist.
I'm just kidding.
Can I roll dragon brains?
I love eating dragon brains. Yeah, you know a little
Delicious.
bit about. If you'd like, you can ask her, or if you want to know some of your own personal knowledge, you can roll history.
I'm going to roll history just because I want to bring back the noisy dice tree.
Yes, Gary.
wow. 3. I'll definitely ask her.
Yeah, dude.
What kind of dragon is it? I can't seem to remember in my own head.
She says, I do not know, but it is relatively young.
Okay. And this is the only way... This is the only thing we can do? Nothing else? You don't need a sanding or anything?
Well, if you're offering, I would say no.
Takes out a
Like
massive
sanding,
roll of
like real
sandpaper.
slow. You're like,
I don't know if I've got enough for the whole trunk.
Belt sander.
just do my trunk hole.
Oh no.
Ooh, there's a tough knot back there.
Wooden lady has really got me going. Very sorry.
I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
Can I ask a sidestepped question?
Please
To
do.
this?
Yeah.
Do the demigods reside over the different pieces of the map pie?
Are you asking her?
I guess first I'll ask general knowledge. Like, is this like a green lady area? It seems like private knowledge to general knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely ask her.
Okay.
Unless you want to roll, maybe you want to use your little thing to roll your history.
I don't have any left. I
Okay.
use them all for the day.
You could just roll straight up history then if you want. Or
Yeah, sure. I'll roll straight up history.
I'm happy to give you information however you feel like Cassie would figure it out. Cassie
I rolled
would figure it out.
I rolled a 6 to remember. What does that tell me?
Yeah, you remember like frantically trying to catch tadpoles in a stream and missing them every time.
Oh, great memory.
Just like-
Metaphorically.
But like you're like crazily excited about it. You're like like every time they get out of your hand.
That's really nice. Cassidy just giggles to herself in the back.
Whatever. I
But
mean,
you can ask the tree directly if you'd like as well.
Do you have any interactions with the green lady by any chance?
She sort of again shakes and smiles. Yes, I am quite fond of her. I know little of the demigods overall, but her I am fond of. I detest the ruddy man. And she shakes hard enough to have some branches fall.
me too. We hate him
I thought he was the one you're going with.
for sure.
Oh,
We're
Not generous
lying.
at all. We're
Wink.
telling fibs.
give a wink, double blink. But yeah,
And how do we know if we come back having vanquished this dragon that you're gonna give us this key?
she kind of reels back. I suppose you have no insurance on the matter.
Garth can look back and make... Judic, have you ever experienced anyone coming back with this key after this trial? Or I imagine no one's done it before if it's still a problem.
She nods, and she's like leaning against an awakened tree, and she's like, yeah, I've seen many adventurers walk through that path, and maybe you'll be the first to come back.
Oh, that's extremely upsetting.
But you're coming with us, right? I mean, down the path?
No. I'm not here to get you the keys. I'm only here to show you where they are. And it's through there.
Well. I remember the Green Lady or whoever else, the avatars, whoever they were, saying that no one had ever even seen these keys. So if you're here to show us where these keys are, show us what they at least look like.
Look, I'm not going to die for you to get home. No offense, but look, you wouldn't have gotten here without me. That's what you're paying for. The keys are on you. And frankly, if this is meant to be a test, well, you're the ones that need to show your worth, don't you?
Don't you
You
want
don't
to?
have any interest in showing your worth?
She looks down at Davmop, who's like arched an eyebrow up at her.
The way that dogs do.
Yeah, and she's like, "No, I don't. I'm pretty happy here."
Right.
Well, will you just meet us here when we come back with the key? Or
Of
I guess
course.
come back with the dragon's head.
I'll wait here. And, yeah, look, you're going to be fine, she says. You four seem capable.
Of course we are. We just, I don't know. I thought you would want to share in the glory.
Glory, no. Are you trying to persuade her? You're welcome to roll anything you want.
I would like to roll something after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to persuade... I mean, realistically, she's led many people here, and, you know, I could see her maybe being convinced the first time, maybe, but she's like, you know what, I'll play it safe, I'll wait till you come back, and they never did. And she's like, okay, that was weird. And then she did it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and then she's like, yeah, no, these 4 people I met 20 minutes ago may think they're the main characters in their story, but I'm the main character in mine.
Can I ask you a question, Judic?
Of course.
How long do you wait? And do we have to pay you? I mean, it seems like a really weird kind of job if you ask people to pay you for your time and then you just let them wander into the forest and then they never come back. Do you get paid? Do we have to pay you now? How does that work?
Why do you think I took the money up front?
I guess. But are you going to be here when we get back? I guess. How long will you?
I'll be here when those trees close. And she points to the path that opened up.
Fair enough.
Whether or not you come back, well, that's on you. But I wish you luck.
Can I look down at the ground now and see how many?
No.
May I tilt my head down?
Gotta,
and look
gotta roll some dexterity
Only
for
if you
that.
get down on all 6.
I've got a long way to go. I've only got.
That's a
4
lot of
legs.
vertebrae. You have to
is.
really.
I don't think you guys
Are you
realize
like 8 feet long?
He's like dire wolf height, which is a wolf but dire.
Yeah.
And then he's like half orc height on top of that, but waist up.
So yeah, when you like go down, like when you do push-ups, are you, you're doing that thing where you're like 6 people and you're doing like push up, push up.
It's those
The
half
worm?
push-ups where you put your knees down because you're really
Yeah.
doing like torso only push-ups.
Okay. But when you do that, are you like 8 feet long?
Yes. Dire wolf length and then waist up half.
So you're like 12 feet long. You're like a snake.
He's a big boy.
Long. I don't
You
know
are
how
the
tall
spider. This is just your way of going about being a spider king.
She's going to present a second PowerPoint
By the
next
end of
week
this
about
campaign,
having
you're gonna
more
be
legs.
like, and you know what? I'm gonna
You said I could have
take
6 limbs.
I'm gonna take shoot web, and with my other 2 limbs, that makes 8. And since I've been knighted, I'm gonna just make that into a kingship. And
I'm
Well,
submitting my
Helen-
name change documents right now.
yeah,
Spider
spiderking.com.
King.
If you didn't like it, you shouldn't have shut down my 4 in the first game.
Ah, damn it! Touche. What I need a burn on me sound effect. I don't have one. Close enough. Yeah, you're right. I should have said yay for Spider King because that would have been more balanced. Anyway,
But for this guy, looking down the ground,
Yeah.
we've been here. Judica said that there's been multiple people here. Are there actually steps and tracks in the ground that we're at to kind of show that there have been people here, or have people not even gotten this far?
Interesting. Why don't you give me a roll? It'll be difficult because there's leaves all over the ground, but
Okay.
give me a roll.
My nemesis. Of what? Survival?
Oh, leaves are your nemesis.
What is this, a
I
leaf?
just killed a hobgoblin, but leaves are my nemesis.
Sal breaks out in a cold sweat as the leaves rustle.
You're like
Well-
sleeping on a bedroll in the middle of the night and someone steps on a leaf.
I'm glad we established how tall Sal is, because he got an 8, which I assume is because he's so far away
Yeah.
from the,
Yeah.
From the ground.
from the ground.
What's that down there? What is that? Someone dropped something? It's a leaf, Sal. No, it's too small.
Garrus.
Don't like it.
Yeah, you don't see shit. You just see a bunch of orange and red leaves.
All right.
Probably. You don't really
Let's
know.
get going.
I
How
want
is
to pull.
everyone for health and all and spell slots?
I'm not at full health.
I could
not
use a
well
short
here.
rest. we want to do that.
Could ask, like, oh, great tree, is it okay to rest in your domain and before we set out on this daring mission to kill a fucking dragon?
Yeah, she nods. Of course. Make yourself comfortable in the shade of my tree. I mean, myself. I mean, me.
Sit on my
God.
I.
Under my me.
Make
Can I
yourself
pull-
comfortable in I.
Can I pull Judic aside for a hot second?
Absolutely. Judic's like, hey, what's up,
Hey,
Cass?
yeah. So I kind of get the impression that we know each other from way back. And I just have an honest question. If I go in there with the other three, am I a danger to them?
And she sort of steps back a little bit. Are you a danger to them?
Yeah.
You know,
I-
you've asked me a lot of questions over the years, but you've never asked me that. And like kind of a smile is in the corner of her mouth. She says, maybe this time is different. And she kind of nods and says, as far as I know, you're not a danger to anybody but yourself.
Well, that's okay. I can deal with that. Thanks, I guess.
Tadpoles.
Yeah, I'll just go back into my memory palace and remember the tadpoles, but all right, thank you.
Yeah, and then like you go to leave and she stops you and she's like, Cass,
Yeah.
just be kind to yourself.
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you when you get out this time, maybe.
Yep, and we will for sure.
And she lies down and pulls a tall strand of grass and starts chewing it between her bunny teeth. And she makes that sound that bunnies do that's like a squeaking.
So cute. I love that.
That's
sound.
really cute.
Yeah, everyone knows it.
Wow, I love her.
Yeah. I like herringons. Is that what we called them?
Something
I mean,
like
that's what they're called?
Yeah.
Is that what we call them?
Yeah.
We named them.
We do, because it happens to be the name.
Good. Cool. All right. So, you
Short
take a
rest, you said,
short or
or
a long
long
rest?
short rest.
Yeah, you
Can't
take
get
a
spell
short
slots
rest.
back for a short rest, can you?
I don't know. It depends on your class.
Warlocks
character.
do.
Warlocks do.
Because they only
Oh,
get
sweet.
2.
Warlocks do everything better. Warlocks do it in the
This sounds
rest.
Good.
Warlocks do it better.
Better than all the rest. Yeah, so you are partying down, hanging out with these tree people. It's really nice, and they're playing songs. They're making tree songs, which basically are just all made through the rustling of leaves. You know, so like at
Sal's
first,
just
yeah, well, like at
shivering.
first you're sitting there, yeah, you're just terrified. First you're sitting there and you hear the breeze, and you're ignoring the leaves rattling, and then you're sort of noticing that they're not necessarily in a pattern, but they're sort of harmonious. You know, there's like a they're not using them like tambourines or anything like that. In fact, to even call it music at first is beyond you until you see Cass and Davmop both sort of like looking up and almost actively listening. And then the rest of you sort of realizing that, oh, this is like kind of what the trees do is a bit of like a concert type thing. And the leaves rattle, and unlike a flute or an instrument that we know, you know, it's a temporary instrument, because as the leaves fall, the instrument can no longer be used in a way. And they sort of play this really weirdly harmonious, rattling leaf symphony around you as you sleep. But it's quiet enough and soft enough and subtle enough that you can almost sleep right through it, which Garrus
Like
does.
Princess Mononoke with the like rattly guys.
Do
maybe
they
I
do
know
that?
one.
Have I seen that one?
Yeah.
Is that the one with the little dust sprites? No, that's Howl's Moving
That's
Castle.
Spirited Away.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Spirited Away.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen Princess Mononoke.
I haven't
No,
seen
I
it.
haven't.
I definitely have.
But I'm
It's
going to
been
pretend
ages.
that I came up with it originally anyway. This is like totally...
It's inspired.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
bloody,
inspired by
isn't it,
something.
sometimes?
It's inspired by that. for sure.
Brea's like sitting on the ground and she's picking up leaves that have fallen just recently out of this giant tree. She's like rolling them up and kind of folding them like origami almost, and she's eating them. She's eating the leaves that come off of this awakened tree.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And after a few mouthfuls of these weird leaves, she's kind of chewing them around a mouthful. She's like, so we're not just going to walk down the path, right? We can't just walk in there like every other person who's wanted to escape this place. Like, the dragon's just going to, what, torch us?
That's a good point.
How else would we approach it? Do you want to climb, maybe?
I don't know. Do we go one at a time? Maybe we can. Do we bait it with stories? Do we lure it out with food? I mean, it seems like if it's just sitting there waiting to be found, the worst thing that we can do is just play right into its hand.
Perhaps.
I think it's
Perhaps.
5 miles away, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 miles. But I mean, can they sense these things? Do they know we're coming? Did they see the trees open?
I ask this because I see the people who are approaching these types of trials, and I wonder, has anyone simply asked the dragon to leave?
That's a terrible idea, Sal.
Do it.
Well,
do it,
no
Sal.
one seems to
Do
have
it.
tried it.
Don't let
We
Bria
can
tell
at
you what
least
to do.
try it.
Yeah.
Think
Why
of the
not?
people who
I-
would be here.
Maybe they're
Don't
lonely.
think it'll work.
Try everything once.
So, Sal, would you like to go first into the dragon's realm? Cave, I can presume? And ask it to leave?
I mean, I'm not normally the friendliest, so perhaps someone other than me should try
It's
that.
true. But I lack the conviction.
I'm also afraid of dragons, so I won't be asking it anything on my own.
And everyone slow pans over to Cass.
Giggling away at the memory of tadpoles.
What? What are we talking
I
about?
don't think we should do that.
But it's worth a shot, right?
It is.
To ask it?
Surely it wants something. It's here for a.
Well, perhaps we ask what the reason is. And also, Joe has no more voice.
I think we have to wait till God comes back
I do.
before
I
we
think so.
move on. Or we tell God that we won the game.
We can let's start breaking the rules right now.
God, his imagination is no longer in control. It's ours.
It's
Oh
on
my
our
God.
side.
I need to make a PowerPoint right now.
Why we should be allowed to win?
I like your talking to the dragon idea.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say that we can't just convince this dragon to leave, but
True.
it seems like we need to think outside the box on this one because time and time again, folks have failed.
Trying to kill it, trying to take its head. If we don't want its head, it simply want it out. I mean, it could go to any other section of this world. I don't care. The key says to get it away from here. Let's ask it to move.
Do the trees that we have to walk through, do they look like you can only go on the path and the trees are impenetrable, or we can like slip in and out of the trees to kind of take a different route while viewing the path and knowing the way?
I mean, you could do that. To what end are you trying to, just so I can understand?
Sneak up on the dragon from behind.
To sneak up on the dragon. You could try. But I don't think the dragon, I think the tree mentioned that it was in a lair.
Is Elm Blossom still awake? And like
She always awake.
Brea looks up at her hazel eyes and asks, I'm sorry, what you mentioned like a cancer and a blight and whatnot on the land. Can you maybe describe exactly what this thing is doing that makes it so unwelcome here? Is it just like eating all the trees, or like make it like really loud, or what's kind of the vibe?
Playing its music too loud.
It's just a noisy neighbor.
It's been
I
here
just
for
don't like
100
its
years.
vibe.
You mentioned a poison. Are we talking about a literal poison, or just this is an annoying dragon?
It has killed a number of trees surrounding, as well as the greenery that once grew so fresh over the land. It is a blight in the truest sense of the word.
All right.
She seems sad about it. You know?
I'm sorry. Thank you. That helps.
She's not sad at you. God, she's just sad, okay?
I can still
a
say I'm
tree.
sorry.
She used to be a
Let
princess.
the tree
now
feel her
she's a tree.
feelings.
She used to be a princess? What?
She used
Oh.
to be treated like a princess.
Oh, treated.
Tree.
Ah!
That's really good. I really like
And I feel
that.
like as you four are talking, Judic, who's like laying down, you know, like 20 feet away by a tree, she sort of opens one eye and her floppy ear sort of comes up, you know, like she's like watching you. And she sort of tosses her head back and forth and looks towards Davmop, who sort of gives her like a grumpy gruff. And she's like, ugh. And she pushes past him. And she walks over and she sits cross-legged between the four of you, or rather joining the circle, and she says, just kill it. Every time I see people here talking about wanting to talk about this thing and trying to figure out a way to... Look, there's no way you can outsmart it. Just go in there, be prepared, and kill it. That's all the tree wants.
Maybe they just did a bad job of convincing it.
Sure,
Yeah.
what do I know?
We are very eloquent.
We're so charming.
Do you see us?
Look at us.
Bunch of
Such a motley
misfit
crew.
fucks.
She slow pans and looks dead ass at the camera. She's like... And then looks back at you. She's like...
These guys.
You're adventurers, first and foremost. You look capable. Don't try to outsmart it. Don't try to talk to it. Go in there and kill it. Then maybe you'll stand a chance.
We can talk to it while we're trying to kill
Fucking
it.
Sal. Oh my god. I know what Sal is thinking.
I might be a druid, but I'm not gonna take orders from a goddamn tree.
Okay, I know we've exhausted the talking to the dragon point, but
Could we sing?
And Judic like rolls her eyes, stands up, and walks back to where she was napping.
Long rest, long rest.
are we long resting or short resting?
No, we're short resting.
We're short resting.
Thank you.
So, whatever. Let's just do this.
Let's go kill a
Brea
lizard.
stands up, brushes the twigs off of her jogging pants, her adventuring jerkin.
Didn't you get new armor
Adventure briefs.
from our friend who
I
will not
did
be
not.
named?
I
you
did
didn't?
not.
Voldemort?
Garrus did.
That's right. Fantasy
Garrus did. I did.
Santa.
I got a cloak. Did I get a cloak? That's something.
Yeah. You know what? We are good at improvising. We would have killed that. I mean, we did kill that eyeball ourselves.
Whoa.
So
We did.
You died in the process, but
that's
But
fine.
we had a magic ball and we killed it. But Gareth just says that to the
to the sky.
forest. Should we
Yeah,
go
whatever. I believe in us.
Murder?
We'll decide when we get there.
I like that.
Decide now.
Let's
We've got
assess.
5 miles of chat ahead of us. We should do it.
all right.
Bye, tree.
Goodbye, Elder Blossom.
Elm Blossom.
Goodbye, Judic. Goodbye, Davmop. I give Davmop an extra scratch on the face if he
Oh.
lets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
weird.
Simon with
Oh, shit.
Davmob.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. You're leaving Simon with Davmop? That
I don't-
psycho?
Yeah, well, I don't want him to get flamed.
And that's when you notice there's
Roasted.
blood leaking out of Davmop's mouth.
I mean, something weird does seem up with Davmop.
I know, but I like him.
Oh,
Okay.
Judah, can you take care of Simon? Can I trust you with this?
She's
Don't
like,
ask her.
I don't know
Sure.
who else to ask.
and she reaches up, she takes Simon, and she puts him down and feeds him some lettuce.
Aww.
Takes a bite herself because she's a rabbit.
Aww. They
Oh, of the lettuce.
share.
Got it.
Really cute. I love that.
She eats the turtle.
The turtle, because she's a rabbit.
Yeah.
I
You know.
panicked.
Challenges Simon to a
Rabbits
race.
do. Oh,
Pretty
that's
much.
good. That's good, Gary.
All right. So you start moving. Okay.
I think it's this way.
I mean, it's pretty clear. There's only one path forward.
Ah.
You travel for about 2 hours. And eventually, you arrive within a mile of a large cave. You see that the underbrush grows thick here, but like Elm Blossom said, it's sticky, fetid. Something about it is off. And there's sort of a haze that emanates from the cave.
It's purple sticky?
No.
Oh.
Green sticky. A normal sticky.
Can I try it?
Yeah, you die. Take 20 d4 poison
Well,
damage.
I have something before I
Just
do
kidding.
that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I have my detect poison disease that I can
Yeah,
use.
it's poisonous immediately. You don't have to
poisonous?
roll for it. Like, everyone
Alright.
knows it's poisonous. You're
Alright.
like, I wonder. And they're like, Sal,
like, how
there's a
poison?
dead bird on it. Like, it's dying.
Everyone here is dead.
Like a bat just goes, and it hits the ground next to you. And
Is
you're
it
like,
like an acid? Is something applied to it? Is it growing from the actual plants and oozing out? Is it coating it?
yeah, it seems like a coating.
Can we tell anything about the dragon or the source of it? Is it poop or is it like is it breath?
Taste it and find out.
I mean, I may as well.
Eat it, Sal.
What do I do to eat it?
Eat the poison.
Eat the dragon's poop.
Nature roll to educationally eat it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how far we can take this.
I got
Stat
a 20.
expert.
You got a 20. Yeah, so you want to know if the dragon shit all over this
I
underbrush.
mean, I want to know what it is. It happens to be dragon shit. It is guano.
Okay. It's guano. All right.
Guano.
You're making a bit of a leap there, but I ain't against it. Yeah, it seems to be the residue of a poisonous gas.
Ah,
It's like settled out of the air.
Ooh.
that's
Bingo
cool.
bango, little buddy.
Do I get
Is-
any adverse reactions from?
Is it
from
is it poop, Sal?
Did you still eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sure. You take... Give me a DC Constitution 14 saving throw.
DC Constitution.
Can any of us help? Like,
I don't know
rubbing Sal's
why.
belly?
I don't know why she's doing... I'm
got it- I
confused
got
at
a
why Sal's
15.
doing this. Because you detected poison, everyone told you it's poison, and you're
Yeah.
eating it.
Yeah.
Do you have resistance or something?
No, I need to see what happens.
She has curiosity.
Okay.
All right.
So DC 14.
She rolled a
Got a
15.
15.
So you succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 21 poison damage.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's
no.
good. Okay.
Fucking
Don't
serious?
get hit.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Could just get bad diarrhea?
I did not force any of this.
A dead bird is on it.
I want to be
Canonically.
very clear.
Is that
I
the
made
only-
it. I made it so clearly poisonous.
What is
that,
it?
that Sal didn't even need to roll?
What
I was like,
happens?
Oh yeah, you know.
What happens that you take 21 damage,
Yeah.
Sal? You put this
Explain.
stuff in your mouth. No,
Stop
you.
eating it!
This is not on me.
wanna
You
know
walk
what's
up to
on.
a sticky caustic plant
Yes.
that's clearly poisonous.
It's like smoking green
and for some reason
fumes.
decide to eat it and
Yes.
take 21 poison damage. So I would love to know your motivation, not mine.
I want to see how poisonous this is. What kind
Very
of poison it is.
21 worth.
I don't think it would work. But did it happen as soon as I touched it? As soon as I ingested it? Did it happen like? Right
Yeah,
away?
it's
Did it
like-
go out?
Okay,
Sal
fair
has no
enough.
lips
It's,
anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's the minute you put it, I guess, in your mouth because it's kind of the wet remains of.
Ugh.
Is it a poison or acid?
It's a poison.
Okay.
Ness acid.
Okay. And I can't detect like what kind it is. Is this going to linger or do anything else? Have any other effects? Do I feel? something
What
happening?
kind of poison it is?
Mostly just the killing
Yeah,
variety.
it's just the really bad kind. Okay, fine. Roll nature, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, Sal took 21 points of damage. He should maybe get
Experience it.
some.
I got a 25.
We should go back to
I
the
crit.
tree.
Wow.
Okay, wow. Yeah, you would guess that this poison must be the remnants of a poisonous breath spray that has fallen across the land from a dragon. So you have deduced that the dragon must breathe poison.
And has come
So-
out this far. That's good info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a large circle, right? It's like all around this cave. It's just blighted the area, you know.
Does it taste fresh?
No, it doesn't taste like the poison on the plant is fresh.
What does it taste like?
Yeah, what does
Yep.
it taste like, Sal?
I'm imagining like when you eat bread that's just gotten bad, but you don't see the mold in it. It's just got that like weird, airy, dry taste.
Hate that.
That taste, that feeling, that kind of like you feel like you're inhaling the spores a little bit at the same time, and you're like, you have that moment where you decide, are you going to muscle through it and just eat the toast anyway, or do you just say, no, this is wrong, don't eat this?
Hang on, wait. There's a moment where you wonder
Muscle
if you're going to
through.
eat.
See it, and you're
'Cause
like,
maybe
oh,
it's just
God,
the one-
cheese and ham and some
I've been
butter
there.
on it. It's delicious.
Because
And
maybe
you'll
it's just
see
the
it.
one piece of
Do you
mold.
muscle through,
Maybe
or
it's,
do you pop?
is it gonna kill me?
Or does it taste like this?
Probably.
Yeah, kitty goo.
Ooze tube.
Yeah, so Sal is nearly dead, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna still got some help.
I would
see,
be.
See, none of you seem to appreciate that this is how Sal has endeared himself to his friends. This is how he finds these.
None of you seem to appreciate. I love Sal turning to you all. None of you seem to appreciate. This is how I've endeared myself to you.
We
No,
haven't
not
said
us.
a word to Sal.
His friends
Not
back
us.
home.
His
Turns
friends
on
from
us.
we have no appreciation for this, but his friends back home would have loved it.
Does anyone else think Sal's making up his friends back home?
Yes,
Because at this point,
100%.
he's mentioned them so much more.
It's the camp
don't
relationship.
pity Sal. He's kind of a jerk about it. He's like, I'll bring this home for my best friends.
Oh, this valuable
Yeah,
gem,
which
I'm gonna
isn't you.
smash it for my friends back
Here.
home. You know,
yeah,
I've
look how
told
that
you
worked
so
out
much
on
about
you. Yeah,
them.
now it's a part of you. That's what you get.
Yeah, like friendship
Hands in your
is.
butt.
All right.
How do I undie here? I'm a real bad guy.
How do you untie?
I put a
cannot-
band-aid
Don't
on.
eat the poisonous plant. It's not
we
even a
can't touch
poisonous
the
plant.
dragon.
It's a plant covered in poison.
It'd be like if something was on fire and Sal's like, I need
You know what
to
it reminds me of?
experience
It's like
that
it's like
myself.
when you're a kid and I don't know, you're at a dinner with your family or friends or something, and there's a candle in the middle of the table, and you don't know if it's like real or fake. So someone touches it, and they go, "Ooh, it's hot. Touch it." And then you're like, "Yeah, ooh, it is hot. Touch it." And then someone else is like, "Is it? Oh wow, shit, that's hot. Hey everyone, come touch this fucking candle because it's hot." It's like, what's the logic behind it? There's no reason. You're just doing it.
See, you all laugh, but all of you would have run headfirst into the poison breath without me, or thought it was something else. So you're all
I mean,
welcome.
you probably could have extrapolated that without having to eat it, but
Untrue.
but you wouldn't have known how much damage.
You know
it
what? In
did.
fact, I see the result of Sal ingesting this poison, and I need to experience that for myself as well. This looks
everybody
so
eat the
good.
poison plant and
Wait,
take
before
21
you-
points of
before you
damage.
do, I do have something that'll help you with that, I think. Do I have
I'm not
something
going to do
help
it.
I don't think
won't
they're
do
gonna
the
do it.
thing.
I think Bria
I'm not
in
gonna.
character is mocking you, Sal.
Oh. Well, now in
I'm like,
character,
oh,
like,
that
yes,
looks good. Is that good, Sal? Let me just. No. Why would you do that?
But I love the fact that Sal also doesn't understand the sarcasm. That they're like, "Oh yeah, good. My stomach hurts, but this is great." I'm not
Imagine we're
mocking
all
you,
second
Erica.
behind
I've
Sal.
eaten poison things in character as well, purely because I wanted to. So, more inspiration to Erica. She gets double.
Keep it on the pile.
You're committing.
But since you can't have two, you have to give that to somebody else.
Okay, I want to give that to who else doesn't have one, first of all, so I know how to pick, because I
think I have one.
George, I was
I
gonna go
don't.
for it.
I don't.
I think
know.
Harlan and I
have one.
both don't give each other
I
inspiration.
give you inspiration
when
all the
we're-
time.
Oh,
I think you just roll more than all these others people's.
I
my
think
just
mistake.
like,
you
bam,
want
bam, bam,
it
bam.
Makes sense to join in with these shenanigans.
Yeah, I like it.
You're
Great.
in this now.
You both die. All right, so you've accomplished very much.
We're a mile away from this
You're
dragon's
streaming
place.
for 10 more minutes.
Yep.
Oh, wait, or did we go to 9:30? I forget.
We go to 9:30.
Okay, cool. So you keep going.
We'll figure out the stuff later.
What are you gonna do? You gonna heal yourself or what? You
I don't know.
you were
Do I
down
feel like
21
that?
points.
Have to.
I don't have
heal
healing. That's not my
yourself.
style.
So
Yeah, I
don't
don't
either.
I don't have any healing.
I used to. I don't anymore. Shit. Do we like jog 4 miles back?
Do you guys
One
want to go
second.
back to the clearing so I can rest?
I could just
Quick rest.
Just camp.
Listen. Sal has done this his entire life. He's
Sal's
fine.
gonna fucking
Good.
die.
Good. He's fine. He's already died once. How much worse can it get?
Setting up a
fine.
camp to like watch the front of the lair is not a terrible idea. We could like go secret camp.
Hey, that's how you change
Ooh.
a setback into a tactic.
Should we dig in?
Lemonade. Yeah,
a
let's
good
do
idea.
it.
This dragon is gonna know that we're here in
Oh,
10
like,
minutes,
For real. Yeah.
or
Are there-
already
I
knows
hope
that
it's
we're
really
here.
loud too. I hope you're like, where are the tent pegs? I don't know.
Where are we camping? Over here in this spot.
I really hope 4 miles away with really good hearing, your companion is just like, what the fuck are they doing?
I
No,
have
You can
so
actually
loud.
still see us. Like,
Yeah, it's just like, guys, what are you doing? Oh my god.
stop! Don't do that! Ah, fuck.
We walked away. We're like, we're gonna kill this dragon. 100 meters in, Sal eats a poisonous leaf, and then we take a nap.
Guys, I need a rest.
And like not off the road, just down where we are. Like, let's go sleep here.
Big dick swinging. We're
And Judy's
ready
just
to
standing
go.
there like, you honestly wanted me to come with you. Like, no. Why am I the weird one here?
Why did you want to miss this?
Yeah, fuck.
I have one more question based on the fact that I rolled a 20, so I'm hoping I can kind of raise a
Yeah.
crit. If I see this dragon, could I look at it and say, yeah, based on what I tasted and what I got through, that's where it came from?
Sure. Yeah, when you see the dragon, you'll know it was the dragon that breathed the
I
dragon
don't
fire
want the
poison.
little baby dragines running around somewhere and be like, oh,
Yeah.
little baby dragine. No, it's this.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
Yeah.
That is actually how you would say baby dragon in Irish.
Oh my
Dragine?
god, I learned that from
You just
Sigil
kind of
Entertainment
you just put "een" at the end of stuff, and it's like a small.
You all figure out what you want to do. I have to use the bathroom, so you just figure it out, and I'll be back.
All right, fair enough.
But that was genuinely from Mystic Knights of Tiernanog, which was an Irish
Oh,
Canadian
oh.
show back in the late 90s. And I love that show so much.
That makes sense. Dragine.
Yeah.
Little dragines over there, the small ones, and the big dragons, of course.
Now's our chance. Harlan's not in the room. We can invent
can beat it.
the best plan ever. Okay, so someone's gonna jump down from the top onto the dragon's back
Because they dig it like with a
stab it
shovel.
and stab. So
Yeah.
who's gonna be the jumper?
I take no falling damage.
Oh,
There you go. And you're great at punching, right?
Yeah.
So instead of stabbing, punching, someone needs to be a distractor, right?
Garrus
I
can
can
strip naked and kind of looks a bit like a small dragon if he got on all fours. Because
Yes.
things to be like, "Rawr, I'm a dragon.
Confuse and distract.
Father!
maybe it'll
That's
run
great.
away because it's like, oh, child support, don't like that, and then fly
Oh.
away.
Child support.
I'm here for your hoard, father.
Daddy.
Poison daddy-o.
Okay, he's back. He's back. Don't.
Shit, fuck, shit.
Everyone has to keep it quiet now.
Yeah.
We won't tell him our secret plan.
Secret plan? Mm-hmm. That we already killed the dragon and
Yeah,
are
already.
heading
Yeah.
back.
It was very fast.
Wow.
Second.
I can't believe we killed the dragon
That
already.
was so good what we did.
Zone of
Wow.
truth. Zone of truth. Did you all plan my surprise party
Maybe.
Yes,
The answer-
in a
the answer
way.
depends on whether or
for
not
my
you're recording
birthday
this.
next week?
Is your birthday next week?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but yours is coming up.
I gotta send out invitations to it.
Yeah. We want to come.
Yes,
You're all
Cool is
invited.
it that we all got to party down in person together? That
Yeah,
was
so
That was
fun.
awesome.
I wish we got to do it more,
Let's
like a
just gloat
big, like a longer,
for all the people
more days.
watching.
We'll get there.
You know,
But does that mean that we are now pitching a tent before this lair?
I don't think so. We're gonna go in. We have a secret plan.
Oh, we're going in. Okay, that's fine. Good.
Well,
good.
Erica, I mean, Sal needs healing. Erica's probably fine.
We could
You
take
can
another long
wild
rest.
shape, I suppose.
I mean, short rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like well shape.
True.
Away.
Yeah, you got all
Is
the
it
hit points
like-
that you need.
Is it really not feasible for us to camp? Like, would the dragon just be like, the fuck?
We're a mile away from a dragon's lair.
To be fair, and I'll just tell you this because I love you all. The dragon already knows you're there.
Yeah.
Because you've
Imagine
been talking
so.
a mile away
Really
about
loudly.
eating poison.
And eating its poison.
And dragons are pretty good at, so that's on you guys. You do what you want to do.
I just thought of something. The tree said.
I love Erica ideas. Let's do this. All right, go for it.
Well, the tree said, Elm Blossom, so specifically, don't try to outsmart it. Didn't say anything about trying to outstupid it.
Ah, and Sal is already there. Guys, I poisoned myself.
Perfection.
Why?
We're not a
Because
threat,
we're
Wally.
gonna out stupid it. Hello.
Do you think the dragon's allergic to its own poison?
Yes.
Ooh.
No. No.
Slather
No.
ourselves with the poison.
Oh my god. Brea is
Yeah,
sitting
then get
there
eaten.
thinking about the lessons that her like master taught her about stealth, about sneaking into burglary jobs and pickpocketing and all of the different skills that she's learned, and then she's just looking at Sal, who's still like tongue is like drooling out of his mouth with the poison.
Yeah, it's
and
numbing.
Cassidy, who's like can't stop laughing, and she won't tell anyone what she's thinking about.
Just grabbing the air.
And Garrus, who, for a reason that we've already discussed, has started taking off his clothes and is trying to stampede around the clearing
On all fours.
on all fours.
I will point out that what Cassie just said, having tasted myself, this is something that only poisons you upon ingestion in some way. I grabbed it, my hands feels fine. I'm going to start taking some of this because
my
this is
God.
some good poisonings.
No,
No?
it hurts your hand too.
Why does it hurt my hand too?
Because
You
it's
mentioned it.
poisonous, Sal.
Poison?
It's really, really poisonous.
Let's go kill this.
Look
big
at this
sloppy
face. Look at
poison
this
lizard.
angry.
So mad.
Fine, I'll leave the poison.
The dragon shot poison out of its mouth, and it landed and killed everything it touched.
When a breath weapon inflicts poison damage, it's not like if I close my mouth it doesn't count.
Yeah, I wanted to be nice, to be like, okay, well, if Sal brushed up against it, maybe I wouldn't make them take poison damage, so I'll just say mouth. But if you're gonna actively try to take it, it will poison you again.
Will poison. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair.
With
I'll
a
go with that.
vengeance. Maybe Sal's like, but if I build up a resilience to it,
What if
if
I
you
just
camp for 1 week and
microdose?
ingest a little bit every day, I will give you resistance to poison damage.
But you also
actually?
have to avoid being killed by a dragon for a whole week.
And you have to avoid being killed by all your party members.
I'm almost there.
I was gonna say, Ria's like, I'm done.
I'm
gonna
itching.
kill- I'm going back with Judic.
That's right. We're
Can I
starting
make
new
a
life.
perception check for cliffs? Any cliffs around here?
Absolutely.
Cassie's done.
She just wants to start again.
She's like, fuck it, I'm jumping.
This is not the right group. for me.
I'll take my chances on the next group. That's good, actually.
Really good.
I'm out of here.
Very dark. Oh my god. Oh,
I kind of love the idea of like a really dark character just being like, "Hey Sal, how hard do your hooves stomp?" No, okay, whatever. Just like passively thinking about all the ways you could reset.
I don't want the poison, but I'll take a cliff.
Yeah, do it.
I am legitimately rolling, and I rolled a 21.
Great. Yeah, you
For
see
cliff.
3 cliffs. The cliffs that are surrounding you, a guy named Cliff, and a cliff bar that Judic
Oh.
lent you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Everything goes in the here.
I
Are
give
you
the
peanut
cliff
butter
bar to
chocolate?
Sal.
I like the just peanut butter ones.
Oh, I like white chocolate macadamia nut.
I don't think I've had that one.
I think I have had a protein bar of that flavor, and it was I like it.
It was a treat.
Good
I like-
stuff.
A little bit
I really-
cardboardy.
They're,
That's how
I
you
liked
get
it.
health. That's the health.
that's how you know they're good for you.
A little pang of regret.
This would taste better if it was worse for me, so I can eat 2.
It's a protein bar. It's healthy.
Protein bar's healthy, man.
They
Can I give Sal 1 HP with the cliff bar?
Absolutely. Sal, you can take 1 HP back with the
you.
cliff bar.
Yay.
Also,
Yay!
So
How's your
we're-
day? Got
We're
fun?
not camping.
true.
We're just gonna go murder this dragon.
Yeah. We had
Okay.
a plan, and it's a good plan.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
This dragon.
It was a plan.
into the lair.
Into the lair.
Into
know
the
what
thick
the
of it.
cliffs are?
towards the lair.
Into the thick of
I
it.
would like, as we approach this lair, the 4 of us, I mean, we're not gonna necessarily try to be stealthy.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yay! Zenith there.
It's a beholder dragon. I I would like to perceive to see if the dragon is at home or elsewhere.
Cass already perceived. Oh, but
Did
I guess
she?
you're looking for. Why were you looking for a cliff, by the way?
It's a secret.
We established it during the quiet time.
We were
I'm
hoping
gonna
there would be a
suplex
cliff
a dragon
of
off a
some
cliff.
Dragons can't fly, so that's a.
Oh wait,
Yeah, dragons can't fly.
No,
we're
it's
gonna
a super
punch
good
its
plan.
wings off first.
Okay, just do I need to explain the cliffs exactly?
No,
Okay.
just knowing that there is enough.
Are
Okay,
there
but they're
cliffs?
like many, many miles away. That's okay.
Oh no, it's not okay.
Yeah, this is like a big pie piece wedge that gets wider the farther you travel, right? So you guys are like at the far end. Put it this way.
Crest
When you
cliffs.
started, you didn't really even see the cliffs till you started moving in because they
Gotcha.
get more and more narrow.
Are we within sight range of the
I would
lair?
say you could be. Oh yeah, you're within a mile of the lair.
How close do we have to be for us to see it?
The lair or the
Yeah,
cliffs?
the
Are we still on
lair.
the cliffs?
No, forget the
The
cliffs.
cliffs are too far away
Okay.
to be of any
Yeah.
use.
I'm sorry. I mean, you could definitely find one cliff. You know, if you really have a fun idea, I could say the lair is near one cliff, but not both. If that's what you're looking for. Do
Yeah,
you want to be near a cliff?
yeah,
You want to be near a cliff?
yeah. I wanna
Can it be
near a
that the
cliff.
dragon lives on, like
I'd
the
do it for you.
like
You're
the
the
forest is
So-
on a cliff?
Yeah, so basically, the
forest.
dragon lair is in one of the cliffs.
Sick.
It's like at the base of it. Because,
Okay.
okay, I have to be honest with everybody watching. This is all made up. I know.
Don't do it, real.
I know. No, I
do
have
it.
to. I have to. But these characters,
quit.
they don't really exist. And
Oh,
Dungeons
I'm not wearing
Dragons.
my horns today.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. And Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of about making up. So I can move the cliff. So I'm gonna move it.
Wow.
The cave entrance is the bottom cliff. Okay, what's your perception, Brea?
I want to see the dragon's house. Do you want me to roll for it?
No, you're already a mile away. You can see it.
Okay, what does it look like?
It is a very evocative opening into the base of the cliff.
All right.
How
is it, like,
big is it?
How
big?
evocative? Well, let me tell you.
No, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh.
But like, is
Unsubscribe.
It big, is it like as big as a bear could fit in, or like
Yeah, how big is
two
the-
bears?
Ah, how big is the mouth of the cave?
How big is it in terms of bears?
Great question. It
If the
is.
metric is bears.
It's 35 feet. No, it's not. It is 20 feet wide and let's say 50 feet high.
Whoa.
And it actually looks like there's sort of a mouth on the cave that looks almost like it once a door.
Oh,
Oh.
that's massive though. That entrance is huge.
Yeah, doors. They're like these things that you know what? I'll show a picture later.
Okay.
Can you
Well,
make a
my favorite
PowerPoint
mine-
for us?
I'll make a PowerPoint, but with pictures.
Thank
Don't worry
Thank
that.
you. Cool.
Ah.
I would like to
This is
sneak close to the door.
Okay, you sneak close to the door. Give me
Yeah.
a sneak roll.
I will.
I'll hang back.
Okay. 26.
Okay.
Because the dragon knows we're here, but the dragon doesn't know I'm coming.
It's so damn true. And there's not even things like lair actions. So I agree. You move towards it. And you are outside the entrance to. Sound like a chicken in the
That
background.
sound like a chicken. Who's got
There's
chicken?
children outside my window.
Oh, those sons of
They're
butchers.
playing with a chicken.
It's
No,
okay.
don't worry
Jay,
about it.
it's
Keep your
fine.
window open. Keep your window open. It's hot.
We like children.
It's too late.
We have
Gone.
one of our
Online
own.
again.
Yeah, so yeah, you're on the
sneak over.
outside. You can kind of. You didn't have to shut your window. We like it.
We just wanted to know.
No, you don't.
There are
Look
being
at that.
hooligans out there.
Look at that face. You're like, no, fuck
Fucking
that.
youths.
Use. All right. Yeah, you've snuck up.
Yeah, I want to look in.
You want to peek
I
in?
want to just
Okay.
little like this.
Yeah,
much.
you see a massive cavernous entrance.
Mm.
We're talking
like
300 feet deep, maybe 200, 300 feet deep. And you see at the far end the flash of green.
Okay, I pull my head back. Hopefully I was unseen.
Yeah, you were probably the most unseen thing probably in the world.
And the cool thing about what I just said is it happens after something that I did before that I forgot to tell you all about.
It happened after something that did before. Okay.
Which is before I went on my sneaking mission. If you'll allow it, DM, I want to retcon that I gave Gary one of my teeth.
Sure.
Can I do
Why
that?
not?
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so like Brea yanked a tooth out of her head and she deposited it in Garrus's
Whoa.
trembling palm.
Okay.
And then when I'm in the mouth of the cavern, I like the side of my mouth is just dripping like black red blood.
Whoa.
And I can speak to Garrus through the tooth.
Ah, nice.
Ah.
Garrus will hold it up.
Oh,
I like that. Inspiration for you.
that's
you.
awesome.
And I say, it is here, deep in the cave, 300 feet back. If
Does it-
you are silent, you may approach.
Does it look like there's anything on the way to it? Like a trap?
Well,
Anything
the
dangerous?
coolest thing about this is I don't have to hear you. In that, I don't get to hear you.
The most exciting thing is I don't have to hear your bullshit, Gary.
I like that Garrus is talking to the tooth and Brea's just like, he got the message. Unfortunately,
Start
I
getting worried.
can only convey a message to you. You cannot hear me.
Garrus, Brea, do you hear me? Oh no! Yeah, Garrus
So
will
now
tell
you
everyone
guys
what
know
you
what's
said.
up.
Sweet.
Cool.
Shall we try be sneaky and
Yeah.
go
I mean-
meet Brea?
I'm not one for stealth.
Neither am I. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna try stealth.
Yeah.
I want to be on the side of the cavern wall with my bow ready in case. You never know.
Right. Just
Yeah,
piss off
stealth
that
also.
dragon. Okay, everyone roll stealth.
Okay.
14.
Ooh.
I got close to that. I got 4.
I got 7.
Oh my god.
But hopefully the dragon doesn't know I'm there, right?
Can't wait to meet this dragon. How about you, Sal?
Dragon! I'll just meet the
What's
god
that?
or something.
I said, well, hopefully at least the dragon doesn't know I'm there.
Sure. So Brea, you're on the outside of the door
I'm on
anyway.
the outside of the door around the corner.
Yeah. So they're just sneaking up to the outside of the door.
Yeah.
Are they joining you or are they going on the other side?
I would. Garrus will-
Hearing
Garrus
them
will try and
approach,
Yeah.
Brea's going to
so-
go, no, sit.
So it doesn't really matter. And by the time they join up with you and bump into one each other like fucking Three Stooges,
We have to talk about this later.
you hear a voice from deep within. And it speaks to you. And it says, "Ah, more adventurers. Sent by Elm Blossom, no doubt." His voice erupts as he speaks. And you see at the end of the long hall. For some reason, I don't know why. I forget how to use Foundry, I suppose. But it never seems to just show up. Token visibility, try that. There we go.
There we go.
Ooh.
You see at the end of a long hall, a green dragon sits upon a makeshift stony throne.
Oh, dang.
Shit.
He turns, you hear sort of the leathery movement of his wings, and just as he turns and looks towards you. And he smiles. A menacing smile. 25 bears I counted. And he looks at you from far away and he says, "And what did she promise you? A trial key if you kill me.
Is that not?
Well, I can beat that offer. I assure you. And with that, we're going to leave it here for tonight.
We did too much dilly-dallying up top.
Just so much dilly-dallying. But you know what? That's fine, because I had so little energy tonight in terms of just thinking I have a kidney stone and making sure I don't. But I might.
You got things to focus on.
I got things to
And
focus
also,
on.
you've given us the gift of aligning with the dragon, which I think is
Hey, we can have
Yeah.
a dragon in our party if we
Oh
play
my
this
God.
right.
Yeah.
Get a dragon
Hey
friend.
guys, it's me, the dragon.
That sounds like something that Harlan's willing to do for a number of weeks on end.
Obviously. Actually, it is funny. Can I be honest? Half the reason I was kind of like, we'll end early is because I was like, I think there's a way to plug in VSTs to voice meter. It'd be really cool to be able to have like an on,
Live.
like a live.
There
Garrett-
surely is.
Yeah.
You can do
Gary-
it on OBS.
Yeah, Ahmed used to do it all the time,
Yeah,
remember?
and I was just thinking, I mean, honestly, I
Ask
feel like
Ahmed.
I play enough now that I should be start making some VST plugin stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This was an absolute blast. Hope you have a wonderful week. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with the fantastic Jay and the lovely Joe and Alex and Sam for part 2 of Down Darker Paths
Correct.
on the Invictus stream.
Where there's also threat of a dragon.
There's also a threat of a dragon. Very different dragon. That one might join the party. I don't really know.
Oh,
It seems sillier in tone, although today was pretty amazing in terms of silliness. So, well, Thursday night, Joe and I are actually going to be streaming for Pinnacle Entertainment Group, aka
are.
PEG, the publishers of Savage Worlds. You can find us over at their Twitch channel. We're going to be interviewing a number of wonderful, creative, intelligent, fantastic people that
It's
I'm definitely not pulling up the list of
Going
right
to be,
now.
it's the first episode as part of a number of episode arc that we are going to be doing for Pinnacle. So
Yeah,
That's
that's going to
awesome.
be 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking to Ace licensee Anthony Oliveira. We're going to be talking to
Whoa.
Media Network James Smith from Knights of the Smith Dinner Table and swag creator Alb from Big Bad Wolf and a bunch of other things. And all these wonderful people and more.
It's going to be rotating cast apart from Harlan and I. So every week we're going to have 3 or 4 or 5 other industry folks on to just pick their brain and talk shop with. So.
Oh, it's going to
That's
be
awesome.
Yeah, should be really good.
Yeah, we're really pumped. We're really pumped.
We should not wear the same drab pink t-shirts next
Or-
Thursday because I don't think they look great on camera. I'm
That would be
going to
great.
come
They look
out
great.
and say it right
Yeah,
now.
we don't pop.
We're just
They look
like
very moldy.
flesh-colored blobs over on this
Let's hope they
side of
didn't
the
watch
house.
this and they're like, oh yeah, look, we can check them out the streaming tonight.
Is that
Just
what
kidding.
they...
It's not my fault.
Nude.
But yeah, we're going to be streaming Thursday at 8 p.m. And then Friday, we probably have something too. What's Friday?
Canada Day.
Oh, a new episode of
we're-
Malevolent comes out.
Oh, that's
Is it actually
tomorrow.
Canada Day on
it
Friday?
is actually
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Jay, you've heard the
man.
new episode of Malevolent, right? Did I send it to you already?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I'm still
Yeah.
excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
Spooky.
So we got a new episode of Malevolent coming out July 1st, and then it's Canada Day. So if you're Canadian, enjoy Canada.
Eat a donut.
Eat a donut.
Eat
Is
a
that the most
donut,
Canadian thing
eh?
you can do?
I mean, Screech.
I don't know.
I'm not
fish.
pushing this Screech narrative. I'm
Kiss a fish.
Fill a fish
I
with
kiss a
booze.
fish, yeah, but I don't want to drink alcohol through it. I just want to kiss it. Let me just make out with a fish. okay?
Also, I heard
they have the
people get
virgin
screeched
screech?
in by putting their foot in a bucket of salt water
yeah,
and pointing at the ocean.
I didn't
Which,
hear that part.
for people who don't know, Newfoundland is an island, so you just point in any direction. It's like kind of a joke that you play on people who are halfway in the bag already, like, which way's the ocean?
yeah, that's pretty funny actually. I could see getting one over. But you can watch a Canadian movie this weekend. I would highly recommend. It's a remake of a not Canadian movie, but one of my favorite. Okay, three Canadian film recommendations because I keep thinking.
Stop them, folks. You gotta
Number
stop
one,
them.
if you're looking for something spooky, Ginger Snaps, classic
Yo.
Canadian horror film. Yeah.
Love that movie.
Number two, if you love dramas, there's a
you
movie
do.
called Treed Murray, which was filmed in Toronto at High Park. And it's about a guy who gets stuck in a tree. It's awesome. It's so good.
Murray.
Yeah, Treed Murray, Dave Hewitt. It's a great movie.
Murray's a very Canadian name as well.
Very funny. Not funny. Sorry, it's like a very intense movie. It's actually really good, but the entire movie takes place in a tree. Cube
very
is also a
early
great sci-fi. Yeah, and then I was going to recommend the first one, and then I put it to the end. Oh, what's it called? With
The Matrix?
Gleason and
Taken.
Donald
Taylor
Gleason?
Taylor Klitsch, Liam Neeson. No, it's a romantic comedy. It's one of my favorite romantic comedies of recent years. It takes place all in Newfoundland, and
Oh,
it is
Sleepless in
called.
Seattle.
no. It's very
I
good.
wish. It's about a doctor, and they trick the doctor to join the town. What the
Come from
fuck's it?
away.
What's that?
No.
It's not Come From Away? Is that
No,
I know
they-
the movie you're talking about. Maybe I'm just getting the
Yeah.
name wrong.
It's Brendan Gleeson, is in it.
Oh.
And it's great, and it's funny, and it's a remake of a not Canadian.
I love
The
it.
Grand Seduction.
The Grand
That's
Seduction. Thank you. That's
Erica
it.
for the win.
Highly recommend The Grand Seduction if you're looking for a Canadian film this weekend. It's one of my favorite Canadian movies, even though, again, it's not originally. But beyond that, I think that's
Be
a 4 good
responsible
recommendations.
with fireworks, please.
Yeah, be responsible with fireworks.
If you really can't
If you
find
must.
it, watch any movie where the setting is New York or Chicago.
Yeah,
or any other
it's true.
city. Or Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is actually
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
True.
didn't
not Canadian
I?
movie.
I don't know. I like a lot about that movie, and I don't like a lot about that movie. But I really, really well done movie. Like a really fucking cool, well done movie. Yeah. Now I just want to see a Canadian movie. I don't know what else there is, and there's no other good ones. That's it. We've named all of them. Well, I mean, there's like a
There's
bunch.
only
Of,
like 8
there's only like 8.
movies up here.
It's funny. I googled Canadian
all.
movies.
We have one movie store, and if Jay's renting a movie, like I can't because they took it. They took the movie that I could have rented.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you took the movie. Why did you
For
take
people who
that?
don't know,
watch
that used to
those.
happen in real life.
Yeah.
You would go down to the video
Yeah.
store and be like, no, we don't have it anymore, so we got the last copy.
God, that was
I remember.
Fuck you.
reality.
I
in
worked
there.
at one of those.
Harlan worked at a movie renter.
Actually, you know what is a great movie? If you're just looking for a great movie that's not Canadian, is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That was
It's
good.
really
I have
good.
not seen it.
So bad.
So good.
I want to see it too.
Really, really big fan of that. I mean, also, we watched the Multiverse of Madness, which honestly I really, really loved as well too.
Really?
as a-
I was
Yeah.
less than impressed with it.
oh, I loved it. As a
I
Sam
watched it
Raimi,
the second time, and it was very good the second time, and I
it's
don't know
just a
why.
Fun fucking movie. I mean, it's got
It is.
zombies in it and shit. It's like all over
Spoilers.
the map. It's my kind of movie where it's like,
Have you been watching Miss Marvel?
no, is it good?
I'm really enjoying it.
I've heard it's great.
The style is great. It's very well cast, and I'm annoyed that it's not getting the numbers it should be getting because it's fucking great.
I'll give it the
I like it a lot.
numbers. We're
I'll give
catching
it a
up on-
number.
I'll give it a number.
Give it
We're
a
catching up
number.
on Stranger Things. We're rewatching it with
Oh,
Henry.
1st of July, the rest of it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's okay. Perfect. Well, we're mid season 3 right now, so
Okay,
if we power
I will
through.
say, how easily scared is Henry? Because season 4 ramps it up.
Yeah.
Does it?
In the
Yeah.
spooky, oh yeah.
Season 2 and 3 were boo for
Yeah.
me. That's my
I-
rating.
Four
I
takes
did
it to
not like
And then
season
4
2.
is a return to form, I'll say.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
like season 2. I do like season 3 aspects. I hated what they did with Hopper, but I like what they do with it being less serious. I like the idea of like the fucking mall, and I love they teamed up
Never-ending
Dustin and Steve because Steve's my favorite character. I love that they become like buddies in season 3. But it's definitely more of like an 80s action flick than it is Stranger Things. But I don't know. I mean, he's watched season 1, 2, and half of 3 without being too spooked. So
4 is pretty
Four is higher.
intense.
Does it
Like
really?
pretty graphic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite graphic.
When the
Just
demo
give it a
dogs
screening watch.
get
maybe yeah.
Bob,
Still doing
spoilers, Henry was afraid for
Well,
Oh.
a
he
second.
covered his eyes though.
Yeah, but then afterwards he was like,
See, Stranger Things
I
season 4
saw
producer
that.
admits it's too scary.
I saw them eat him. Like, okay.
Oh, it's the land of slashers now. They say that's kind of cool, actually. All right.
Towards
Well, you know
the-
what?
end of
Maybe we
episode 1 is when the real bad thing happens, I think, and
Yeah,
it's like,
you're right.
oh, fuck me, and then it's
Okay.
but
Well,
it's,
you know
it's
what?
very entertaining for the rest of it.
Maybe we'll just say
We'll have to pre-watch it, maybe.
we'll pre-watch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or we'll just
I
say
would
that the
recommend
show's
that.
over.
Yeah.
Show's over, but it's 3 seasons.
He's pretty cool though. He's watched Army of Darkness a
pretty
few
cool.
times.
Give
He's
him
watched.
season
Oh.
4 as a 16th birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Surprise!
We'll have
I don't
to
know. Like
decide.
he's really good at delineating real and fake and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
You know, he's seen Signs with
Wow.
anybody who's in.
That
Signs.
messed me up when I was young.
Mel Gibson and that other guy.
Admittedly, he did say he had a nightmare, but that was 1 or 2 minutes.
99% of the time, he says that he dreams about fancy sandwiches every night. So.
Every night.
man.
Every night.
Wow.
Really?
Well,
I
every
wanna do
night,
that.
Henry and I, we always, before we go to bed, we always say, where are we going to meet in our dreams? And he always picks, and he goes, at home, having fancy sandwiches is like always our like staple. And
All
then
the boy
on
wants.
holidays, I get to pick where we meet. So on holidays, I splurge. I'm like, okay, the beach. And he's like, okay. And
Or
I'm like,
top
with
of,
fancy sandwiches. He's like,
Gotham.
okay.
Gotham
fancy
Tower,
sandwiches
right?
are the-
He loves-
No, well, sometimes we do New York City with Spider-Man because like the top of the towers. And stuff
But
like that. But
most of the time, it's a fancy sandwich.
well, now
dream.
we're changing it because it's funny. Tonight, he goes, where are we going to meet? And he's like, at home having fancy sandwich. I was like, at our new house having fancy sandwiches. And he was like, yeah.
Was he
'cause
into it?
Whoa.
He was into it. I think we're all pretty emotional about leaving this place
Yeah,
because, you know,
I did a bit of
can't
cry
look
time.
anywhere without seeing him crawling up the stairs and not able to
Oh
talk.
my
and-
god.
In a cute way, not the horrifying way from the movie.
Yeah, he's like doing it backwards. He's like, yeah. Anyway, you know, nothing is permanent. Everything changes. Everyone dies. Fuck it. Let's get high.
Emotional whiplash.
Yeah. It's great.
The
gonna be great.
life story.
Anyway, that is it from us. People love it when we just shoot the shit because that's, you know, who cares what they think. We should try to nail down a spooky stream this weekend.
I'm down for that.
Are you serious? We'll
You're
talk
down
later.
for that?
I'll watch it.
Or do you want to play video games? Is that what you're saying?
I'll
'Cause
be
I'd
on
be down for video
yes, we'll do both of those. I
I'd
didn't
be
know there
down
were
for both of
options.
those. Yeah. I mean, I was messaging everybody to play video games the other week, but everyone's so busy now.
I think
We have to pack up our whole house and move in 2
Oh,
weeks.
right. We're busy
Oh.
now. God damn.
Yeah, we'll talk later about that. But I don't think we should promise people anything.
Nah, you're right. Anyway, that's it from us. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're going to see everybody the rest of the week if they're joining us for streams. As my good friend Gary always likes to say,
Always eat the poop.
always eat the poop. Good night. That's